Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be building the best team possible, but using no in-game cards in my team. I got asked to do this video a couple times in comments the last couple days and decided it was a good idea because a lot of people don't have access to in-game cards. Admittedly, there are a few free in-games like Nikola Jokic, Chris Webber, James Harden that you may have that you can add to the squad, but because they're in-game cards, I'm not going to throw them in to this team. And we'll talk about this team at the end of the video as well and how you could potentially tactically downgrade it just a little bit to still keep it an absolutely elite squad and spend even less MT. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 7,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate the support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. I do know the 2K22 is coming to an end as a game cycle, so I do understand that views may go down a little bit. We're going to keep grinding consistently, keep uploading. Excited for 2K23, and I really do appreciate all of y'all's support and everybody who does sub. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and start off with the starting PG, which to nobody's surprise is going to be Michael Jordan, who I do believe is the best point guard in the game. And the reason that I say that is, well, for one, his SIGs are amazing. He's got an uncontestable release, and his stats and badges are also incredible. Doesn't have the stats and badges or of an Invincible card, obviously, with only 25 Hall of Fame badges, but his stats are still really close to an Invincible pretty much all the way around, and then his badges are really good. And here's the other thing about MJ. Yes, only 25 Hall of Fame badges, but it is incredibly easy to get an MJ with 30, 40, 50, 60, etc. Hall of Fame badges for less than, I don't know, 200,000 MT right now. MJ is going for super cheap on the auction house, and almost every MJ you're going to see on the auction house is going to be badged up with a lot of extra Hall of Fame badges, and you'll be able to get him. You could easily get one with 45, 50 Hall of Fame badges for less than 200K, maybe even more than that. But badges are really good, and like I said, release is MJ release on very quick, which in my opinion is one of, if not the best releases in the game in terms of how quick it is, smooth it is, easy to green it is, as well as the fact that it's uncontestable and you can green light at least incredibly consistently with him. Quick dribble style, Kyrie size up, Trey escape, pip behind the back are all elite SIGs, perfect SIGs except for that Kyrie size up, which is still almost as good as the D-Rose size up, and his dunk animations are also very glitchy and very good. I think he's the best point guard in the game, period. He's not an in-game card and he's not crazy expensive. He really does deserve a spot on the team. At the 2, we're going with Invincible Kawhi, and I think Kawhi is an elite card in my team. 6'7" with a 7'3" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 65 Hall of Fame badges. As an Invincible card, he's got basically every single key Hall of Fame badge in the game. Also, stats are going to be basically 99 across the board with the Ray Allen release 102 upper on very quick. So his release is uncontestable. Most cards with Ray Allen release don't have an uncontestable release for whatever reason. Kawhi's is, which is a very crucial thing. Just like with a guy like MJ, having that uncontestable release is massive, makes it super easy to green light at least, and makes them much harder to guard in general. Quick dribble style with the Kawhi size up, pip and behind the back are all good SIGs. Pro size up escape isn't amazing, but with the uncontestable release, as well as the fact that he's not your primary ball handler next to a guy like MJ, it's not crucial. And then he's got quick drops off 1, which is the best safe dunk in the game, in addition to being one of the best defensive cards in the game with amazing defensive animations. I think he's, in my opinion, one of the best 2s in the game, and definitely is the starting 2 on this squad. At the 3, I'm going with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the Giannis specifically that I'm going to go with in this, actually, you know, we'll throw in the Invincible. We'll talk about tactically downgrading at the end of the video, but I do think small forward, power forward, Invincible Giannis is the best non-in-game small forward in the game still. At 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan, he's got elite size, 65 Hoffs, 14 gold badges, basically every Hoff badge in the game that you could want, except for maybe Chef, limitless spot up and tight handles, basically perfect stats as an Invincible card. And the Giannis release on very quick is super fast, smooth, and easy to green, really good release. SIGs are not amazing, shifty dribble style with very mediocre SIGs is really his most annoying attribute, but the Giannis Antetokounmpo dunk is one of the few safe dunks in the game that really compares to quick drops off 1 as an absolute elite safe dunk, as well as the fact that he's incredibly glitchy on the defensive end with elite length and elite defensive animation. So really good card, definitely deserves his spot as the starting small forward. At the 4, we're going with Invincible Yao Ming, another Invincible card. We're going to see a lot of Invincibles in this video today, and Yao is 7'6" with a 7'9" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 65 Hoffs, again as an Invincible, almost every single key Hall of Fame badge in the game. You can add a couple playmaking badges to him if you want them, but they're not really crucial. Obviously, stats are going to be basically perfect. Stat shot 8 with release 102 upper on very quick. Same upper as Kawhi. Jumper isn't quite uncontestable like Kawhi, but it's still very tough to contest. Quick dribble style, KD escape, and pip behind the back on a Yao card is actually super solid movement. And then his dunk animations are obviously amazing as well. Yao is just incredibly glitchy and incredibly dominant power forward option at 7'6" as well. Going to be incredibly amazing on the interior and on both ends of the court, I guess, as a defender, rebounder, masher, pressure in addition to his ability to now move incredibly well, shoot. Everything that he can do is so nice. And at the center position, we're going with another Invincible, and that's going to be Taco Fall. Taco, again, just like Yao, at 7'6", he's got an 8'4" wingspan, which is even better than Yao's. An amazing release, jump shot 47 on very quick Kobe upper. I like it a lot. It's super smooth, consistent, and easy to green. Quick dribble style, Kobe size up, Kobe escape, and Pippen behind the back are all really good SIGs as well. He moves better than Yao in my opinion, and his dunk animations are also amazing. Stats and badges are going to be borderline perfect, obviously. Every defensive Hoffs, basically every single finishing Hoff. Only badges that could be upgraded on him would be Chef, handles for days, maybe hyperdrive, quick change, height handles. But other than that, I mean, he's incredibly complete and incredibly perfect on both ends. Moves really well as well. He's so glitchy and so good. Even as an Invincible, he's close to as good as in-game Taco. At the backup 1, I'm going with J.R. Smith, Dunktober J.R. Actually, does the Invincible J.R. play the PG position? Because of Invincible PG, yeah, Invincible J.R. does play PG, so you want to go with the Invincible one. He is slightly better than the Dunktober version, although they're basically the same. At 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 65 hops include every shooting badge, basically every defensive badge and playmaking badge as well, and really good finishing badges. Also, perfect stats basically, and then jump shot 49 release with 27 upper on very quick. Another uncontestable release, which is a crucial attribute for a guard, especially shot creating guard. Quick dribble style, tray escape, and Pippen behind the back are the best SIGs in the game in that area. The Alston size up is really his only flaw in terms of his movement. It's not an elite size up, but that is okay because his behind the back size up is really good, and you can use the tray escape, Pippen behind the back, things like that to move super well. And with the uncontestable release, you don't need any sort of space to green consistently with him. Also, quick drops off one big, the best safe dunk in the game. This JR card is absolutely elite at the backup PG. And at the backup 2, we got yet another Invincible, yet another Invincible card who is uncontestable, and that is going to be Tracy Mcgrady. So you have a full uncontestable backcourt in both your starters and your bench. T-Mac, just like JR, just like MJ, just like Kawhi, uncontestable, can't get a contest higher than a lightly on him. So his release is elite, smooth, easy to green, and super easy to green those lightlies with. Quick dribble style, T-Mac size up isn't incredible, but the Kobe escape is really good. The Kyrie behind the back is not good, so he doesn't have that Pippen behind the back, which is annoying. But when you're uncontestable, kind of like with Kawhi, even if you don't have the best dribble SIGs, it's not as crucial. He has an elite player built at 6'8" with really long arms at the 2. Hot spots are everywhere, 65 hops, every shooting badge, nearly every defensive badge except for rim protector basically. Tight handles could be added as well, but those are the only 2 badges that I'd look to get on Hoff for him if you wanted to get him just a tiny bit better. And obviously his stats are going to be incredible as well. Like I said, SIGs aren't the greatest. Jumper is incredible. He moves really, really well still and is an elite small forward or shooting guard in my team. At the backup 3, we're going with Jabari Smith, another amazing card, very, very affordable as well, which is super nice. At 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan, he's got really good size at the 3. Hotspots, remember, only 45 hop badges, which compared to the Invincibles isn't as good, but he's still got every key shooting badge, nearly every key defensive badge, and then really good playmaking and finishing badges. Not really missing very many crucial badges. Stats are honestly close to an Invincible all the way around, as well as Ray Base, Carmelo upper on very quick. Not uncontestable like Kawhi's Ray Base, but still a very smooth, very good release, and perfect SIGs as well with quick dribble style. D-Rose size up, tray escape, and Pippen behind the back, as well as perfect dunk animations as well. He's got the dunk package that all the in-games heart cards have that have the best dunks in my team. And then at the backup 4, we got Ralph Sampson, who is another very, very cheap, affordable card. Really, really good card as well in my team. At 7'4", he gives you that size comparable to guys like Yao and Taco with an elite wingspan, hotspots from everywhere, 50 Hall of Fame badges, including incredible finishing, shooting, and really solid playmaking badges and amazing defensive badges as well. If you can get Hoff Limitless takeoff on him, that's nice. Maybe some Hoff playmaking badges, pick dodger, ball stripper, ankle braces. But honestly, even without them, he's still incredible. A tiny bit slow compared to the other cards in this list, but at 7'4", 88 speed is going to more than get the job done. And he obviously is a super solid shooter as well with all of his shooting badges. Only an 85.3, but honestly, it does not matter because once you get a shoe and a coach boost, you're going to get that up into the mid-90s anyway. And with all his shooting badges, you really should have no problems. Additionally, base 4 on very quick, same jump shot base as Devon Booker, which is a really, really good release. It's not uncontestable like Booker's, but it's still very, very good. Quick dribble style, PG size up, Kobe escape, and Pippen behind the back. He moves very, very solidly, just like a guy like Taco can dribble the ball a bit, which is an extra added attribute to him, and also has basically perfect dunk animations and a really, really good, especially for a budget guy at that power forward position. And then at the backup center, we got the last player in today's video, which is going to be Mark Eaton, another super tall, super dominant, invincible center, just like Yao and Taco. At 7'4" with a 7'7" wingspan, he's got elite size, hot spots from everywhere, 65 hops. If you can get Hoff half chef on him, half handles for days, half tight handles. Those would be nice. But besides that, his badges are basically perfect, and his stats are also perfect as well. Jump shot 25 on very quick is a really solid release as well, which is just another attribute to the card that I'm a big fan of personally. Shifty dribble style with mid sigs. That's his biggest flaw, is that his sigs aren't very good, but he's still got amazing dunk animations, the best safe dunk and the best standing dunks in the game, and is exceptional at the center position in my team. So this team right here, you got a lot of invincible cards, as y'all can see, and it's an amazing squad. Even without in games, you could use this card, this type of team, in any sort of competitive setting and have a ton of success. But the thing to remember, you can downgrade this team a lot. You can tactically downgrade this team a ton and still have an elite squad that's going to play very close to exactly the same, in all honesty, and save yourself a lot of MT. If you go with a team something along these lines, you throw in the substitutions, basically the cheaper versions of these guys who are basically going to play exactly like the Invincibles because they're really close to Invincible clones, in all honesty. You build this type of team, replacing these 5 guys with the cheaper versions of the cards, you're still going to have an exceptional squad, and you're going to save yourself a couple 100,000 MT. So even with tactically downgrading as well, you can build yourself an elite squad. It is so easy to build an elite team in my team, even if you don't have access to the most expensive cards in the game, the end games, and really anybody can succeed in my team and build yourself a cool squad that can compete against any team in the game. So hopefully y'all did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.